Hello, today I'm making minestrone soup. So if it's something that you would like to know how I make it, this is an easy recipe to follow and we'll have soup in no time. So if this is something that you like, let's get to it. As I mentioned, this is such an easy soup. All you need is things that you probably have already in your fridge, like onion or in your cupboard, some garlic, some celery, tomato, carrots, and dark beans for protein. And also I'm going to use some elbow macaroni and of course herbs and spices and some oil. So let's get to it. First thing first, we are going to start by adding some oil to our pot. I'm using olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I'm going to add the onions and saute the onions until they are translucent. I like to season in layers, so I'm going to add some salt. I'm using coarse salt, sea salt, and this will help to draw out the moisture from the onion. I don't want the onion to burn, so I always like to add just a splash of water. This will help the onion to saute nicely. Give it a few stirs once in a while. Once the onion becomes translucent, I'm going to add the chopped garlic. And just give it a stir and let it saute for about 20 seconds. Until you smell the aroma of garlic. And then we are going to add the carrots. Give it a stir. And then add the celery. I had the celery in the freezer, so I just saw it out and added. And there is a tip for you. If you have too much celery on your hand, then you can chop it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, and put it in the freezer. I'm going to add some sweet paprika. Give it a stir. And then I'm adding the water. I'm going to add some Italian spices, Italian herbs, about a teaspoon. And also I'm adding some oregano, about a half teaspoon. And also I'm going to add the tomatoes that I diced up. And now I'm going to let the soup cook until the veggies are tender. The veggies are all tender, so now I'm going to add the pasta. And I'm going to let it cook for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to add the can of beans. So the pasta has cooked about 3/4 of the way. So I'm going to add the beans that I drained. And now it's a good time to taste and adjust the salt, the seasonings. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Italian seasoning. If you want to, here is another tip. If you want to refresh your herbs, rub them between the palm of your hand. This will wake them up. Because remember, they've been dried and sitting in your cupboard for a while. So they need to be woken up. And I'm going to also add 2 tablespoons of about tomato paste. And I keep my tomato paste in the freezer. If you would like to know how I do keep my tomato paste frozen, you can check out kitchen hack video. Click the link in the corner and learn how to save your extra tomato paste. And I'm going to let this soup simmer so the flavor will blend together. Give it another 5 minutes or so. The noodles have cooked. You can see how nice and fluffy they are. And the soup looks delicious. This will thicken as it sits. So now I'm going to just finish it with chopped parsley. And the soup is done. You can add some black pepper, which I'm going to add also some freshly ground pepper. And the soup is done. Looks wonderful. And it's so delicious. I wish you could smell the aroma of all the herbs. I'm turning off the heat and the soup is done. As I said, it will thicken a little bit because of the noodles. But it looks delicious, full of veggies and pasta and beans. Are you ready to make some delicious minestrone soup? Give it a try and let me know what you think. And I would ask you to please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video.